In 2019, I spent 5 weeks interning at a physical therapy clinic in Tianjin, China. During my stay, I explored the cities of Tianjin and Beijing, and I took full advantage of China's expansive railway network to get between them. I rode high-speed bullet trains, slow trains full of families on intercity journeys, business-class services that would rival any airline, and even a sleeper car for a very short journey between two stations. Where have I heard that one before? During many of those adventures, I had an amazing tour guide, my fellow intern, Murray.
And now, 3 years later, Murray has come to visit me in Lancaster, and I'm going to take him for his first ride on Amtrak. How are you feeling, Murray?
I'm excited, but I'm not that excited because I'm sure it's not as good as Chinese ones, but I will try it out.
Well, I mean, you're right, but we'll see.
Let's see.
Thank you. So what do you think?
It looks smaller than I thought, but it's pretty good compared to the size of Lancaster. Philadelphia?
Indeed, you want Philadelphia 30th Street Station.
10% full? What?
So there's no reserved seating, you can just get on wherever.
Oh, okay. Which is the difference, for sure. In China, you have your own seat number.
Right.
Here, yeah, you find your own seat. So I noticed these ones were very big tickets. In China, it's basically just this size. And it seems like this size.
I see, like the size of a business card?
Yeah. I guess this is America. Everything's big. So I think the difference probably is not about the speed difference between the US and Chinese train. It's actually the scale. Because China can build these kind of speedy high-speed trains everywhere in China. The United States are only built in really populated area. I think that's a bigger difference to me compared to just the speed.
So do you want to guess how old these passenger cars are?
I'll say probably 30 years old, or even less, 25. Is that right?
What if I told you they were built in the 1970s? They're about 50 years old.
I would say it was quite impressive. Probably back in the 70s, China does not have many trains, not high-speed trains. So it was quite impressive.
Now here we have to slow down to go around a curve.
Oh. I think the Chinese ones do not have a lot of curves. Obviously, there is no curves. For Chinese ones, I guess because they has a probably a higher budget, normally the trains are always on a bridge. Even if it's just flat, but they just build a bridge to avoid everything else. But here you can basically, trains are running on the ground. And you can tell that probably sometimes you need to make some turns to make sure you avoid some objects. But in China, it's always on bridge. You don't need to worry about anything. You just go on.
Pulling into our first station at Parksburg.
In Chinese, it shows 帕克堡, which is Parksburg.
Interesting.
I don't know why Google gives all these weird translations to American locations.
How would they say Philadelphia?
It's Feicheng.
What is that?
Feicheng.
Feicheng. Did they say it?
I think the Amtrak, especially for this part I've been taking, is very short and unstable.
How so?
You just don't feel very comfortable. But in China, I would say, for these sort of trains that are high speed, you feel like you are sitting in a car that's not moving. But this one is, not that comfortable, right? But it's controllable, it's better.
At least the seats are more comfortable.
Yep, these are probably even better than the first class ones in China. Yeah, I think this station is pretty much not very established.
Coatesville. It's basically just a concrete platform. Some Amtrak stations don't even have like the quick track machine that we used. They're literally just a platform, so you have to buy the ticket online beforehand.
Really?
Yeah.
So no in-person ticket office?
No in-person facilities whatsoever. Not even a restroom.
Now I'm gonna take a nap for 30 minutes. I'll see you when we get to Philly. I like these. Oh.
So final thoughts on Amtrak, Murray?
I'll give it actually a 5-star because when you talk about the history of Amtrak, it came from the 1970s. So it has not been changed that much. So I gotta say it's very impressive when you look at things from 50 years ago still running today to transport and to move people around. But definitely America needs a new plan for renewing its infrastructure. I'm looking forward to it. But for this trip also it's pretty good and I think it went really smooth. And you don't see that many people in the train and I had that time to take a nap. Definitely enjoyed it. So 5 stars.
And this is a map of the SEPTA regional rail. The thin blue lines are the regional rail. Then the thick blue line and the thick orange line are the subway metro. The purple line, we don't know what it is, but we love it. And the red line is a metro, but it's operated by someone different than the rest of the metro.
Really cool background, check it out.
And this is Jefferson Station. It's a much newer station. So the ones in gray are all the regional rail lines, and then the black ones are the buses.
I'll get a 6, which is luck in the Chinese.
Yeah, you don't want to get this one.
Definitely no 4. This represents luck, and this represents money.
Here's the Philadelphia Chinatown Gate. Now, fun fact about this, according to visitphilly.com, the brightly painted portal follows a traditional Qing Dynasty style and was created in part with engineers and artisans from China using tiles from Philadelphia's sister city, Tianjin.
Oh, Philadelphia's sister
Yeah.
Tianjin?
Tianjin and Philadelphia are sister cities.
That's why we're here, man.
And on that wholesome note, it is time to end. Thank you so much for watching Classy Wheel. Murray, thank you for joining me on Amtrak.
Thanks for showing me around in Philadelphia.
And be sure to like and subscribe, and take care until the next one. So did you enjoy the cheese steaks?
I enjoyed it very much. I like the protein, I like the cheese. So yeah, I sort of fall in love with Philadelphia. And by the way, I think I've been on the Amtrak before.
Wait, you have?
Yeah, from somewhere in New York. I remember it was in 2019, and I was supposed to get onto the New Jersey Transit, but I somehow got on to the Amtrak train, but they let me off and did not charge me and let me off in the next station.
So the title of this video is a lie? What?